if he does make it, he'll just join. I think.
Yeah, okay.
I'm scared.
Oh, I should probably join the thing.
Yeah, here, I'll turn on my camera for you guys.
Oh, baby.
Cameras.
Yeah.
My camera's still set up for magic.
Damn! I want those hand POV, you know what I mean?
Oh, the hand.
Hand POV. Oh my god, my hair is ugly.
Wait, hold on a sec. I only have one inspiration. If I turn on my camera, you should.
No!
God damn it.
Okay. Alrighty, let me see.
I'm gray screen. Hello?
Gray screen.
It's not letting me get into Foundry.
Oh, I guess it's a skill issue.
Skill iffy.
Again.
Uh.
We're wrong, but
Yep, I noticed. Okay. Oh wow.
I joined the game. Having issues.
Maybe it's your firewall. It's blocking you out.
As before.
Getting connected. I see him.
Oh, it's loading.
Okay. All right.
What the?
What do you mean, what the?
Why is my thing not on the side? Like my chat box and stuff. It's just like floating
Maybe it's
in the middle.
Uh.
What the? The whole thing is messed up.
Hold on. There's a button for this. I forgot. Alright. So what you want to do, I believe there should be a little arrow on the top right.
Yep, I clicked on it. It just collapses it.
Yeah. But it's not...
It's just like in the middle still.
Hold on. Let me look at your settings real quick by in the... Let's see, Kane. And then... Tidy.
Here, you can look at it. That's what it looks
Okay.
like.
Let's see. Oh my god. What?
I don't know. I've never had this problem before.
Can you like move it around?
Nope.
You can't? Huh. You should
No.
be able to.
Can't like drag it?
Hold on.
No, there's nowhere to click on it to drag it.
Collapse it and refresh your page. We love technical issues. Everywhere I go, it plagues me.
Hey.
Dope.
Oh, it's fixed. Okay.
Oh my god. Did you try turning it off and on again?
Yeah,
Classic.
Mages are nerds, he says.
That's not me. It's the one person that hates mages in this call.
Bernard?
Actually, maybe three, if you consider League players.
Damn.
Okay.
What's wrong with mages in League?
I don't know. They have Zanyas, and apparently that's too good of an item. I don't know.
Preach. AJ literally just
Man,
spelled it out perfectly.
10 years later, we're still complaining about the same thing.
It's crazy. Never complain about Conqueror being a problem. Lethal Tempo. It's crazy.
Yeah, true.
Little tempo is a little cringe, but
Yeah, I really like how Riot decided to balance champions around runes instead of actual champion. Just revert the runes, please. Thanks, and masteries. Okay.
While they're at it, can I revert the server move? Can we go back to no?
Yeah, I'm sure you wish they would do that.
Maybe they should just, adopt what Valorant's doing and have multiple servers that connect to one, so we can, make it so whoever's in the game, we just connect to the closest server for most players. So
I
we have
don't think
LARPing.
there's enough players of League.
Look,
for
I can
that.
dream. Okay. Surely. No, we should just build a wall, split the east from the west. The west will be the better server. That's where all the pros are.
China
that's
is
all I'm saying.
already too small. Like, damn.
It's okay. Let me import all of China real quick.
Yeah, true.
That will fix it. Okay. Everybody good to go?
I mean,
Locked and loaded.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so last session, you guys basically made your way back to Jorora. That involved a quick stop in Mayset, where you guys went to a church, got some curses removed, Bernard had some interesting times. Not exactly PG-13 for sure. On top
Yeah,
of
faded to
that,
black. It's fine.
yeah, I mean, prior to that, you guys also had some nice dinner off of Renan's tab, which is quite the move. Using that to your advantage. Aside from that, you guys made your way back to Jorora.
it's what you would want.
Yeah, it's what you want, for sure, for sure.
I mean, I'm invisible now, so yeah.
Yeah, Roland
All
thinks
works
he's
out in the end.
invisible.
But
And
people
then-
can still feel my presence. Isn't that awesome?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And then
Till they don't anymore.
lastly, before you made your way to Jorora, you were attacked by some what seemed to be assassins that came from the Eye of Shadow, or they resembled the description of the Eye of Shadow with an eye emblem on one of the peoples.
It's also one of their death cries.
But before we ended last session, you guys were on your carousel, whatever, car thing, whatever. And
Carousel.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, carousel, TFT. And you saw Jorora in sight, but I did forget to mention that outside of Jorora, it is quite a mess. As you can see, there's quite an amount of people outside the city gates, as the mages are not, it seems, are based off of Kane's information that he received, or she received. Alexander's information, actually, received from her parents. That the mages are not letting people in or out of the city. And so, we begin today's session with Jorora in sight. You guys on the road still. And it is about to be evening. The sun is going down.
Why am I concentrating for 59 minutes?
You're probably concentrating on D's?
Oh.
I think it was your hex or something, I don't know. Is that right?
Wait, what?
It's hex is concentration, right?
Oh, that's what it is. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I'll just delete the effect. Alright. So, what do you guys want to do?
This doesn't have to be like in this exact moment, but at some time on the way to Jorora on the road, could be now. Volan will just they're just riding in the cart. Volan will just look to Alexander and go, "So, you are a woman, or are you not a woman?" He like tilts his head confusedly, not sure what to make of your whole changing face thing.
Hold on, let me change that real quick. Boomer asked Gen Z gender. There you go. 2022 reenacted.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So epic.
Right now, I'm a woman.
So you can change.
Yes.
Why?
It is the way of my kind.
This is like looking at you with this is again his helmet still on, but you can tell it's probably a raised brow. Just like
Well, no, I can't because you're invisible, so I can't tell anything.
cool. Your kind is strange.
We get that a lot. That's why we don't reveal ourselves often. Only to those we trust.
Once more, Volan like slow turns with another raised eyebrow. And it just turns back to kind of just in front, staring in front of him as, journey continues on.
Mm-hmm.
So is the gate in sight right now, AJ?
Yeah, it's pretty big. The walls of the city are quite massive.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, the gate is obviously sort of obstructed with what seems to be a chaotic mess of tents, temporary housing of people. There's a main road, obviously, to not obstruct the gate, but it's quite all over the place for sure.
Okay. Maxwell looks back from the driver's seat and he's like, "So, what's the plan to get in, guys?"
Bernard, we look at Alexandra.
Well, the plan was originally to find the assassins and use their way in, but we were unable to track them down.
I see. So,
They have a gate, do they not?
So I guess Plan B is go to the gate and see if they'll let us in.
alrighty.
Wait, didn't Alexandra pick up like a cloak or something?
Yeah, that was from the assassins.
And that's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, because we don't know. We couldn't find them. We couldn't track them down. Because I'm really bad at tracking.
We have our papers from when we left, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Try those.
Papers, please.
I want you guys to make a... What is the appropriate here? Make a wisdom check for me. And a perception check as you look at the little...
Wisdom and perception.
Yeah, a wisdom check and a perception.
Is the perception with smell?
I mean, yes, sure, why not?
Okay, good advantage then.
Whatever, man.
Smells.
19 and a 21.
Let me roll for Addy, not Addy, Volquin, just in case it helps out.
I got a 19 on perception.
Alright, so Addy rolled pretty good. I forgot I was rolling in private GM mode. Okay, so you guys, except for Volan, who probably isn't paying attention and doesn't give a shit, evidently, you guys notice as you sort of get a good glimpse as you enter like the obstruction, that it's a mess. It's filled with what seems to be temporarily homeless people, or just homeless people in general. You can visibly see people who are drug addicts or in a state of not good health, mentally and physically. And on top of that, Bernard and Alexandra, with your perception checks, I guess Falcon too, but he's just assisting here as well. Just in the corner of your eye, through the dozens of people moving and shifting throughout the encampment, that you do notice a figure with a hooded and black cloak with a hint of an emblem that is similar to the similar to the cloak that you picked up yesterday.
Okay. I'll point him out to the rest of the group, and I'll say that might be our way in.
Shall we follow him?
I will put on the cloak, and then I will make my face look like the assassin, like the leader, the assassin.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I will mention, by the time you basically make it to the encampment, like from down the road, it's pretty dark. So people hard to see other people's faces, but obviously there are torches or magical lighting to help shine the main road. I assume you exit out and try to follow that person, correct?
Yes.
All right. I want you. Well, you're once again gonna do a tracking check, so I'm praying for you. But you can have advantage because you
Can I use perception?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Advantage.
yeah.
And what is it? Is that alt click?
Yes, alt.
Okay.
Wow!
Oh.
Wow!
Wow.
I didn't even roll the the advantage.
Don't need it.
Don't need
Is
it.
is Alexandra going alone, by the way, or?
Yeah, I think Volan makes a move to follow. Unless he puts a stop.
I want you to guys to like hang back, like keep me in vision, but like don't make it look like you're with me.
It's kind of hard for
For
me
now.
to do.
I mean, you can just like shuffle around the crowd. Just stay close enough. Like you don't have to hide. You just have to make yourself look like you're not with me.
All right. You better not take another sniff of the air. I hate beggars.
1 second. I should mention something about when you sniff. 1 second.
Oh god,
You
he
just
smells.
caught a whiff.
He
of-
smells the chlorine in the water.
Hold on. So, Bernard, when you know, with your heightened sense of smell, you're able to catch a little bit of what's going through the air. It's a mixture of not so good stuff like excrement, urine, maybe, just, bad smelling people in general. With a hint of some good stuff as well, like food, cooking, and some nice perfume. But one very distinctive scent catches your nose. And it's quite different from the other smells. But at the same time, that first tiny hint of when it reaches your nose, it seems it's quite sweet and addictive. It reminds you of honey.
Fuck, he's gonna be fiending.
What bird is it? Okay, you know what? Bernard will take note of it for now, and we'll definitely come back to it after Alexandra's done whatever she's doing.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
How tall are the majority of these tents? Are they like crawling kind of?
No, I mean, it's a
sleeping?
mixture of both. Obviously, the ones closer towards the gate are bigger, and as you make your way outwards, it gets smaller to medium size. Enough to like fit a family or two.
Yeah.
What about Bernard?
What?
What about a Bernard?
What do you mean?
Could fit a Bernard.
Yes,
Can a Bernard, can one Bernard fit in?
Yes, a Bernard could fit in a tent. Okay, back
But
to
where he can, this is the reason I was asking. Volan and Bernard will have an easier time with this. Volan will keep an eye on Alexandra from just above the tents.
Sure. Okay, so
7 feet, so he's probably has it.
yeah. All right, so Alexandra, as you make your way through encampment, you kind of loosely follow this fellow, and while still being in sight, but they make their way quite into quite deep into the encampment. Maybe about 30 feet is actually quite deep. You can imagine tents are pretty packed together. I mean, there's still some space, obviously, but
Yeah.
about 30 feet in, and you manage to just follow him straight to this one tent where he is waiting outside, and you can hear him say, "I got the goods."
Hmm.
Let's get the goods.
I'll just like try to watch from like where you can't see me.
Okay.
You want a stealth check?
Sure. You can get advantage.
Okay. I'll roll again.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, that evens out. Hey, you got an inspiration, by the way.
I'll take the 11.
That's true. You still get it. Okay. So, as you watch, and this guy... Let me just roll for him, actually, because I didn't do anything.
that's a tragedy.
Okay. The guy rolls a nat 20 on his perception check. He notices you, but he noticed that you're wearing the same clothing. So he doesn't pay mind to it. And
I
he's
just
not-
nod to him.
Yeah.
Like to carry on, basically, what he's doing.
And when he goes back to the tent, or the entrance of the tent, it opens up, and you see this frail, skinny, and younger lady open up. And
Do I
you s-
recognize her?
no, but she seems to be a commoner.
Okay.
Definitely what seems to be a shell of what she used to be. She's very malnourished. She's not in the best shape. She's, like, you look at my webcam, she's like rubbing herself, like, kind of stay warm, and like she's fidgeting a lot. And she responds back and says, you can hear her say, it's 2 gold, right? And the guy says, or the person you're following says, yep, 2 gold. Remember, this is a limited time offer. So if you want to buy more now, it's the time. And she kind of, you see her kind of contemplating for a second of what's going on. And she's like, she kind of just nods, and she kind of just takes out of her pocket what seems to be a coin pouch, and she gives it to him, and he opens it up, and he says, okay, I can give you, and he pulls out of his pocket like a pretty hefty bag of undisclosed product. I should say what's a decent sized bag? It's like a coin purse, but maybe double the size. So not too big. And she kind of gives it to him. He says, "Make sure you only use it no more than 3 times a day, or it won't be beneficial." And she kind of nods and goes inside her tent, and he both go on their own ways. But this guy heads over towards you.
Okay. I just stand there.
Yeah,
Listen to
yeah,
talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "You're the leader, or the party leader of the one that was sent out on the road, right?"
Yes.
Right. How did that go?
My report's only for my captain.
Make a deception check right there. But he kind of like shrugs it off a little bit. He says, just making small talk. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Our masters are particular about these kind of things, you know,
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
as I do.
My guide's not to more chillax. You know how it is.
Yeah.
As long as we get the product out, he doesn't care what we do.
How many more sales you got to make today?
That was the last one, actually. Fortunately for me, that's
You wanna head back to HQ together?
yeah, sure. Yeah, I was thinking of stopping by what's it called? The tavern. The tavern. It's Dive Shadow's own tavern. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there a few times. I could use a drink before we go.
Oh yeah, nothing like a good drink at the end of the day.
Of course.
All right. And he says, "All right, let's go." And he sort of makes his way towards the main gate,
Mm-hmm.
and he ends up. He says he stops like right before like the main street or the main road, and he's like, "All right, well, it's time to move into a little bit more comfortable attire, don't you think?"
More comfortable how?
Oh, I mean, you know the drill, right?
I prefer wear this.
I mean, I do too. It's kind of cool and all, but like,
Yeah. It like it kind of makes people, you know, scared of us. You know?
yeah, I guess you could go with that. But I mean, what we need to do here, like, you just gotta wear our civilian clothes. You remember that, right?
I mean, I guess. I always hate taking this thing off.
It's
Wearing
a
it
dream.
makes me feel like I got a sense of purpose, you know? Something bigger than myself.
Of course, I really liked my job. Getting
Yeah.
paid. Anywho, we just have to. It sucks and all, but like we just have to turn into our regular clothes and meet with our guy at the gate. Fortunately for us, we got some guys. You know what I mean?
I'll so before I take off the cloak, I will turn my shift weave
Sure.
into something like just normal, like
Sure.
street clothes.
Yeah,
And then
I'll mention he's gonna like turn around and like not even pay attention to you while he does this. So he's not looking.
I'll just take my cloak off.
Alrighty. And he kind of like fits his stuff on, and he looks back at you and says, "Oh, you're fast."
I had it on underneath the cloak.
I guess. I don't like how warm it gets.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
fair.
All right, just follow me. And you notice the city, the road is quite dead, but like, when he approaches the main gate, he kind of does a secret knock by the metal gate, and somebody comes up, and you notice that there's only one person sitting watch at the gate right now, at least, and what ends up happening is he kind of whispers to him, and if you want to make a perception check, you can try to see
Sure.
what they're saying.
Yeah. 17.
You kind of hear what he basically says is, "For the shadow," is what he says, and they both give a nod, and you can see on the main gate to the left and right, they're obviously stone, and the metal gate is blocking people in. But onto your left, a little doorway opens up. It's very discreet. And because it's dark, it's hard for people to see what's going on. And he kind of just nods towards you and just starts making his way.
All right, yeah, I'll follow him in.
All right. Basically, you're plopped back onto the other side of the gate, and
We lose sight.
Let's say that again.
Do we lose sight then? Like we see her go in and then.
Yeah, when she goes into like the literal wall, you lose sight. But you're on the other side of the gate, and he just says, "All right, to the tavern."
Yes. Good job.
Okay, so at this point, what ends up happening is, my notes. You basically make your way towards the residential district, which is basically the most outer part of the city. For the most part, it's a big majority, obviously, too. And you know, they make their way to a tavern, and it is named. It's named the Chieftain's Earth.
Okay.
And at first glance, it looks like a regular tavern, but as you enter in, the barkeep takes notice of you and your face, and the guy in front of you who let you in. And he says, welcome back, boys. I take it everything's all good, huh? And he kind of winks.
Good as it can be.
The guy in front of you says, "Oh yeah, for sure," and he winks back, very obviously. And the barkeep just says, "All right, just head out back. I'll be with you in a minute." And
I tell the barkeep, I say, you might have some new patrons soon.
oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're gonna enjoy tonight for sure. We got a party out back.
That's always fun.
And as the guy in front of you leads you out to the back part, where it's kind of there's just a doorway next to the bar keep area, and there's a staircase that goes down, and as you go down, it literally turns into a massive multi-roomed area, but it evidently turns to what seems to be a brothel of some kind.
Oh, okay.
But this guy just
Do I see anyone in here that looks like maybe more official? Someone looks like they might be in charge.
You notice as you walk through the corridor at the end of the hallway, there's literally called quote unquote the boss room.
Okay.
So it's straightforward.
Okay.
But this guy doesn't take you to the boss room. Obviously, he just takes like, some room. Just people, women.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I tell him before I get too deep into this, I need to go make my report.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just meet me back here. I'll be waiting for you. You know how it is.
Yeah. Then I will head over to the boss's room.
Yeah, he kind of opens the door. He says, ladies, you've been missing me, huh? And he kind of shuts the door behind him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. And then I go over to the boss's room. Is it shut, like, or?
It's shut, but it has a very distinct door. It's like it was handcrafted, made specifically for the quote unquote boss.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
I will knock on the door.
On closer inspection, you notice that there's like a little slider for like to see who comes in.
Okay.
It says, "Who is it?" You hear that voice.
I say, make sure I show him my face clearly, saying I have a report to make. The boss will want to hear of this immediately.
One moment. He shuts the slider back, and you can hear him walking away a bit. You don't hear any voices or anything, but obviously something is going on in there. And about a minute or two later, he comes back out. He says, "All right, the boss is waiting," and he opens the door.
All right. I will go in.
Well. One moment. Okay, so as you enter in, immediately your eyes go, or the room goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just like in the temple back in the Forgotten City, I believe something like that happened. I might be confusing with another campaign. But you find yourself in a different room, obviously the boss's room.
Yep.
You see a desk, a chair, and you see, quote unquote, the boss. Here, you see this deep dark brown, tall and imposing figure. He's free of any blemish and scars. You see this jet black hair. It's cut short, with a well-groomed beard. And conveniently enough for you, on this desk, it literally says his name. And you read the name Valthar Shadowstalker.
Valthar?
Valthar.
Valthar. Shadowstalker. I don't know if I could type. Whatever.
It's okay. It
Close
happens. And he says, report.
The target has been eliminated.
Ah, so Renan's party gone?
Yes, Renan was not there.
Not there. What do you mean
Yes.
not there?
He was not with them.
That doesn't make any sense.
Unless he didn't make it back. Wherever they went.
Venon's
I don't
supposed to
know.
be the strongest out of that party. It's literally his party.
I agree. All I'm telling you is what I saw.
He kind of looks stumped for a second, and he's kind of muttering to himself. If you want to make another perception check, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. 13?
Nope, that doesn't do it. He says,
Okay.
all right, what about the rest of them?
The rest of them, I actually wanted to speak with you about them. I think they might be worthy recruits. Seems to me that they were just men for hire. Not really, they didn't really have a dog in the fight. They were just doing it for the coin. If our coin is good, they might be worth giving a look.
I'll take your perspective into consideration. Well, how's the rest of the crew doing?
The fight was quite difficult.
Fight.
Yes, there was a fight between the 4 of us and the 5 of them. 2 of our number were killed. Another one got away. He ran. I didn't see which direction. It was hectic.
Is that right?
But as soon as I killed Alexandra, the rest of them submitted. They said that they were working for her and Renan, and now that both of them were gone, they had no reason to continue fighting and risking their lives.
Kind of sits there in silence for a second as he strokes his beard. His well-kept and groomed beard, of course. He's very deep in thought, and he says, okay. Well, Domino, I think it's time for you to take a well-deserved break.
But I can still serve.
Oh, I mean, you did something quite good, relayed some decent information. You have served the boss quite well with this. I just wonder how the cock will react to this.
That is well,
would be
to
sure
be
about
honest,
the
that is
cock.
that is not part of my job.
No,
I
it's-
was given an assignment, I carried it out.
Don't mind me. I'm just talking to myself.
It is not my job to deal with the cock.
Right.
Cock's too much to handle.
Well, if you're willing to
How about the
serve,
ball?
then how about I send you over to the Naz's?
That would be an honor.
Yes, I think they've expressed, well, the newly appointed head of the family has expressed interest in partaking in our businesses.
Of course. Who wouldn't be interested in what we have to offer?
Of course. So, I want you to go over to them. Tell them that I sent you. But make
Shall
sure
I fetch the new recruits?
we'll see.
You can interview them while I'm gone.
How about you take a night off for now, and then we'll see them in the morning. It's getting quite late.
I see. Very well.
All right, dismissed.
All right, and I head out.
All right.
Back through what I presume is the portal that led into this room.
I want you to make one more, and make an investigation check for me as you leave the room.
18.
Damn, why am I asking the skill monkey to do all of this? Okay, so with an 18, that's pretty high. You do notice in the corner of the room as you leave, you notice there is, not even just
There's
like
what?
all over the room there are eyes, weirdly
Okay.
enough, but in the corner to your right as you leave the room, there's this one eye that kind of sticks out to you. It's
Okay.
not like the other eyes, but there's a small difference from these eyes, and it's the pupil is a little bit more focused, per se.
Okay. I don't like give it any further attention, but I do note it.
All right. Well, you make your way out just fine. The barkeep says, "Leaving so soon, huh?"
Oh, I was given the night off.
Oh, that's lucky. You rarely get nights
Yeah.
off. Well, whatever you did, you deserved it.
Yeah, it was one of the tougher jobs, but that's what they pay us the big bucks for.
All right. Well, see you around.
Yep. And I'll go outside.
Mhm.
I'll go back to the front gate.
Got it. You meet with the mage that is in line with the Eye of Shadow,
Yep.
and he says, "Oh, leaving so soon already?"
Yeah, I've got a friend, you could say, outside the walls.
Got it. All right. Well, I won't ask any more questions then. And he says, "Friend, huh?" And he winks at you.
Yep, I wink back. You'll see me in the morning, maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. He says, "Before you leave, tomorrow morning, the gates are going to be quite busy. I believe the superiors and the mage faction they're expecting any day now Renan's party. So be on the lookout for that, and be sure to report it any way you can."
Oh. I wouldn't be expecting them.
Oh. Okay.
That was my assignment, after all.
So you're that guy. Okay, you're that guy.
You're a
I am that guy. I am him.
Okay. Well. All right. Whatever you say. And he just opens the gate portal thing.
Yep.
I should mention, you notice that he's using a magic tool of some kind to open this for you.
Okay.
And voila, you're outside the gates once again.
All right. I walk out.
I imagine.
These people are aware of Renan's party, but can't notice the giant fucking bear that's now just kind of standing around.
Very nice sneezes.
Jesus. All right, so you manage. I imagine you find Volan and Bernard. It's probably not hard to find them.
Yeah, probably not hard to find them.
They were looking for you after all, essentially.
Yep.
I get Volan specifically watched, where she went in towards the gate and has been debating the past few minutes whether or not to just go over there and like beat the hell out of the guard, open it himself.
Yep.
Very nice. Been debating. Just go find this honey-like smell.
I get back and I say, I think it went well. I put in the word that the rest of you might be interested in a job with the eye. I think it's the only way that I can get you in.
Those cowards.
Look, I don't expect you to actually work for them. I just want to get you in the city.
Oh, if they have coin.
They do have coin, but I don't think you want it.
I wouldn't.
Their coin has too many strings attached.
Why would you put strings on coin?
Cobwebs.
Exactly.
Is it old?
Well, like, like have holes in them.
Still coin.
Yeah, but if they got strings on them, you walk away, they pull on the string, the coin comes out of your pocket, and you don't have any coin.
Then I'll kill them and take the coin and their strings.
Look, it's a metaphor, all right?
Very nice sniffs the air again. Can you still smell that the honey?
It's faint, but yes.
I'm gonna go walk around for a bit.
It's like this. Once you work for men like that, you're not free anymore.
Very nice starts to try and track down the sweet smell.
I'm gonna go follow him, guys. I'll be back. I start following Bernard.
Okay. What about you,
Where'd they go?
Folkman? You're back. What do you want to do?
He's muted.
You did.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. Admittedly, I'm clueless.
Who wants to fill him in?
Alejandro-
Who wants to fill him in?
I heard that Alejandro died.
Oh, yeah, true.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. That did happen.
Alright, someone
Can
fill
we
in.
get a Jared recap for?
Jared recap.
Just midway through, you want the whole thing, or do you just want the bullet points?
It's the bullet points. I was looking at your recap from last week. So.
So then, yeah, basically, we left the desert area, stopped by the town we went to the restaurant at, went to that same restaurant again. Then we discovered Bernard was cursed, so we went to a temple to get rid of that, which was a very interesting temple filled with naked people.
Oh, I missed a lot.
Yeah,
The Naked Temple. Yep.
Bernard had some fun there.
Jesus.
Moving on from there, we head on the road, and then we were attacked by a group of assassins, which we handily dealt with, except for one, which ran away. They revealed they were working with the Nas family and were part of the Eye of Shadow. And Alexandra then revealed that she can shapeshift, change her face and stuff. And she's since taken the identity of the leader of those groups, or of that group, to do what she was just doing. And we've
That's
just
brilliant.
basically made it outside the city, is where we are. Of Jor.
That's brilliant.
It was a huge play.
Yeah.
Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I left midway through the last game, went to Calgary, and I'm back midway through this game.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right on.
Alrighty, right now I put Maxwell on his shoulder like usual. So you smelled it too, huh?
I can tell something's up. My necklace is tingling.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to make of it, but it smells good.
Yeah.
Right. Well, before we move on, Foka, now that you've caught up, is there anything you want to do? Or do you want to just sit around, enjoy yourself?
I'll just follow Bernard as well. Did we all level up?
Still level 4.
Still level 4 after all the killing and
That's what I'm saying.
nude worshipping and.
And nude worshiping.
Okay, I'll just go with Bernard and Maxwell.
Got it.
Mhm.
All right. So Bernard.
Yeah, I'll go with them as well.
Okay, we got the whole gang now.
Then,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
Volan's following.
We can do, yeah.
All right. Well, if that's the case, as you guys move throughout as a group throughout the camps, the encampment, you can see it's very visible as you get deeper into the encampment that the smell is very strong. You can see out in the open, you can see a few people seem to be sniffing, snorting a certain substance. And you know, they're just having a time of their lives, and you notice as, like, for example, when one of these people turn around, Bernard, that scent is right in front of you, not that far away.
It's.
Oh, that scent. Bernard, I
uh,
don't think you want this, honey.
Bernard looks down at the guy and says, "Hey, what is that?"
You're asking the person what it is?
Yeah.
He kind of says to you, This is an experience like no other, my friend." And he kind of looks up at you and he's like, "If I can call you that."
We'll see.
What, you want one? You never had this before?
I asked what it was.
Oh yeah, it's the stuff, you know?
I don't know.
You kind of, as you look at him, he kind of looks, he's obviously very euphoric, and he kind of looks around. He says, "Oh, you got friends? You guys want to try some too?" As he is all jittery and stuff.
Say, I think we're good.
Nice. I guess you're lost. Everyone's craving about this. Oh, it makes me feel strong.
For the third time, what is it?
It's the stuff, man. What else you want me to say? Can't
Where did you get the stuff from?
Bernard.
Oh, you know,
It's a chemical that
people are selling it.
alters your mind.
Hey, it doesn't alter my mind. If anything, it cured me of my my sickness not too long ago. Ever since I started taking it, it was pretty good. Ever since then, I've been hooked.
You're
What does this
sick.
guy physically look like?
What does he look like?
Yeah. Physically.
So what you see is he's quite muscular, with despite his slim and slender frame. To some degree, it looks like his muscles are kind of like he's on roids, but not to an extreme extent. On top of that, he does look malnourished despite like his muscularity. But other than that, looks pretty good. Other than the jittering and stuff, but you know.
Does he say where he got it from, or no?
No, he just says, you know, people just sell it around. The guys in black, like Men in Black or something. I don't know. That's all I remember. They usually come by your tent.
You said it made you stronger.
Yeah, that made me a lot stronger. He kind of flexes his biceps here.
Can Bernard tell that he looks malnourished, like how Voden could, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Like, despite like how malnourished he does have muscle on him. It's weird.
Can Can Bernard do like a medicine check or something to see if the muscle is like natural or?
This guy natty or what?
Yeah.
Make a medicine
Yeah,
check.
see-
Make a medicine check. Wow.
Here we go.
He's not natty for sure. Not
Wanna
natty.
arm wrestle?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Let's go. Just want to like do it right here over the air, or like I don't really got a table or anything, you know.
Is there no table nearby or something? Or?
Nope.
Slide down. Do it on the ground.
Oh, but wouldn't that make me at a disadvantage though? Like I'm a lot. He kind of looks at Bernard. I'm a lot shorter than he is.
Well, how do you want to do this then? Standing up or?
He's just gonna shout, anyone got a table? I can borrow like 2 minutes. It kind of makes some attention because it's kind of quiet at night to some degree. And yeah, eventually someone pulls through. It's one of the other fellow users of this specific chemical. And he's like, here you go, man. And the table's right there.
Okay. Well, let's get going.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty. You kind of...
Bernard's main intention behind this arm wrestle isn't to see. Well, of course he's gonna try to win, but normally a guy like him, Bernard would think wouldn't be able to put much of a fight, so he's just gonna see how strong he is. I say.
Sure.
I should say.
Okay, well, do a strength check.
Athletics or strength?
Strength. It's not athletics. Alright. Well, let me roll here. Okay, so this guy, Let me change this real quick to reflect something. Okay. Alright, so he gets a 16.
20.
He gets,
20.
he gets advantage.
Oh, so it's just a 16.
He gets a 16.
Oh, so it's a 16 then?
Yeah, he has a 16 to your 9. He pretty handily beats you in an arm wrestle. You see?
Oh,
Oh,
Is that all you
fine.
got, pal? Oh man. He kind of kisses his biceps and he's like, oh man, this stuff is great. Makes me feel like I'm 20 again.
Shuffling. Losing your touch, bear.
Bernard's claws are kind of like, kind of showed him for a second, but then they would detract him. Say, "You're lying. That stuff does make you strong."
Oh yeah, real strong. Good guy, you love to see it.
I'll
How
be
much-
going then?
What happens if you don't take any?
You know, just stuff. Stuff happens. I don't know. I'm usually not awake. I'm usually never off of it, honestly. Like, I feel good with it on. I have never had a reason to get off. Though, my money's looking pretty low right now, but, well, I'll figure it out.
Can Bernard? How tall is this guy? Sorry to ask.
He's average. Let's say 5'10". 5'9", actually.
Good.
That's average in America.
Bernard would loom over him. You've been avoiding our questions this whole time.
I mean, I answer them to the best of my ability. I don't
Can
understand
Bernard
what's the
save his
problem.
line?
Sure, insight check him.
I do get advantage on line checks.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's because of my stone rune.
Oh, okay, sure.
I think hold on, let me double check before I mess this up.
Mhm.
Where's some save the? What's on? 1 second. Let's go. Oh, this is advantage on wisdom insight checks. Okay. Okay, there we go.
You get advantage anyways. 13.
Oh well, shit. 13.
Okay. He's not lying. He's just. It's obvious that his state of mind. He's more focused on like how good, basically, the pump is to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Arnold said, the pump is better than coming. You know, so you know how it is.
True, he
Alrighty,
did
bro.
say that.
He did say that. Alrighty. I'll be going then.
Well, if you ever want some, just let me know. I'll be your guy.
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
a guy, I think.
I'll be sure to visit you again.
Oh yeah. Come back if you
Can
want
I-
for round 2, man. Just let me know.
Bernard started to leave this place, and as he's leaving, he'll whisper it out enough so the party can hear him, but mainly to Alexandra. I'm going to kill every last one of them. The eyes, of course.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But we will. We'll make sure they pay. They're
AJ.
too strong right now, though.
Yep.
Sorry. Before we leave, can I ask the guy if I can have some to try for later?
He says, yeah, sure, man. If you give me like 5 silver, I'll give you like a decent size amount for the price.
Deal. I'll fork him over in my 5 silver pieces.
Sure. He kind of gives you basically like 2 tablespoons worth. That's a decent amount.
You got like a bag or something? I just bring my own bag. What's the deal?
Sorry, man. I only got my own bag. I mean, like, if you get some like paper or something and like scrunch it up, it should be fine or something. I don't know.
Okay, I just take it and put it in like a backpack pocket. Or one of Actually, better idea. I have a water skin. I have a lot of them, so I'm gonna just take the cap off one and put it in there. Put the cap back on.
The drug water skin.
Yeah,
Drug
it's
water.
like I pour the water out first.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want the
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. Kind of just dumps it in there.
Okay, sweet.
Don't
yeah.
actually have that.
I'll remember which bag it is. Don't you worry.
I'm telling you not to have it, though.
Oh, well, it's not for me. I just want to find out what it is.
Alright, you mess with this stuff. Okay.
Alright. Well, now that you've left and you're all regrouped again, what would you guys like to do?
It's still nighttime.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead.
nighttime.
I guess we should set up camp, huh? Set up our own tent.
Yeah.
You do notice that a lot of the tent spaces towards closer to the main gate is pretty occupied. So, yeah, the farther out you go, the more space you'll find.
Yeah. We'll kind of go to the outskirts. Try to get away from the drug users and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. No discrimination here. All right. I imagine you guys take your time. Well, not really take your time, but you know, you try to be efficient about making up your tent, and that gets
Yeah.
sorted out.
We have a proper tent. Like, did Renan come prepared?
Yeah.
With
Renan,
that?
Renan had everything in the bag of whatever hole that you put everything in.
The bag of whole, yes.
Yeah. For some reason, you guys didn't trust him.
Dude was an asshole. To start, at least.
Like, he was a bit sussy. What do you want me to say?
Sus. You're a
Yeah.
sus. Alright. Well, so camp set up. Anything you guys want to do?
I'm gonna infuse my crossbow. Forgot to do that.
Sure.
+1.
Sure. Anyone else? Otherwise, if you have nothing to do, you guys can take a long rest into the new day.
Yeah, I'll
Sweet.
do the long rest thing.
Hey, yeah, me too.
Are we setting up watches, by the way, or no?
I don't think we need to. We're like,
I think Volan gets into a position to do so himself.
I was gonna say Bernard would. Just in case some of those cloaks come by.
All right. Who is gonna be the one watching for when morning comes?
I would say Bernard should do the night since he has 120 dark vision.
I guess Olin will do the morning.
Got it. All right. I'm gonna use the washroom real quick, and then when I return, something's gonna happen. So you guys can take like 3 minutes. Or 2
I'm gonna
minutes.
be
Alright.
Yeah.
Likewise.
All right. 1 second.
Boy, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So how's everyone doing?
No. Bang. Just you and me.
Just you and me, brother.
Just us. God, you lost an arm wrestle to a guy that's like 150 pounds.
That's crazy, man.
Man. Look at that. Good old dice rolls.
You're the old days, you.
If only you were a certain level of like barbarian, then you can just take your strength score if it's not higher than
Oh, is that actually how it works? That's like.
at a certain level, yeah, they do that. I think it's pretty high though. It's just like if they don't roll higher than their actual score, they can just take their score. God, I'm just ready and waiting to start some shit with people I probably shouldn't be starting shit with.
Back.
Oh boy.
All right. Well.
Bernard lost to a Pipsqueak.
That was fucked up.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
Alright, I'm back.
All right. Is everybody here?
I think.
Maybe not, Kaden.
I'm here.
Oh, guys. Okay, there you go. You finally said something.
Well,
Being a little quiet today.
I've been tired lately.
Oh, I see. And I'm tired of losing my league game. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm suffering from success, dude.
All right. All right. So if everyone's here, everyone took their long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Volan didn't take it.
Yeah, press the button. I want to get back a hit dice, but yeah, might as well.
Hey, it's worth it. It is worth it. Ring ring.
There was only one missing charge on my wand, so I just added it in.
Sure.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So as morning rolls around, Volan, while everyone is asleep,
Yes.
You notice there is quite a commotion outside. You seem to be. Your interest is piqued for sure.
Motion coming from where?
Towards from the main gate. You kind of hear like seems to be people on horseback, making their way throughout the main road.
Volan will rise from where he is probably seated and kind of step forward in that direction, try and get like a vantage point to see if he can make out what's going on from their campsite.
All right. So what you can see out here is people on horseback. It is. Make an intelligence check for me.
Like mercenaries in Origin or anything that helped me.
Wait, what?
Nah.
Sorry.
They're not like it was like they're not like mercenary-ish in
No,
Origin.
they are not mercenaries.
Check. That's a solid 3.
All right. All you know is you see people in what seems to be blue, whitish robes making their way down the main road, and obviously you can see people getting off horseback, going in through the camps. I want you to make a perception check to see if you can hear them, what they're saying clearly, or what. Yeah, I can't speak English, but you get what I'm saying.
19.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, you hear inspection. We're searching for anything related to shadow powder.
Shadow powder.
Open.
I guess I assume them yelling like wakes us up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, yeah, it would.
Yep. Wake up, walk
Well-
outside.
Volan, you see Volan standing there with the brow raised, and they'll just turn to you and go, "Wake Maxwell."
Ow. What's happening?
They're looking for something called shadow powder.
What the fuck is shadow powder?
I don't know, but it might be what you have.
Well, don't tell them.
We've been gone from the city for quite some time. We've only just returned last night. We don't know what shadow powder is.
Are they like at our campsite?
They're just making
Yeah, I
their way
thought-
down the road and
Yeah,
like sending
that's
people.
what
I thought they had gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't think they were like there. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not there. They haven't reached to you guys yet at all.
I just won't show them my water skin. Should be okay.
Okay. Okay. Right on. I will mention off of your perception check, Volan, you notice the person that is leading the quote-unquote charge, I guess, for this inspection, seems to be very distinguished compared to the rest of the people behind him that are making their way through the encampment.
Older kind of distinguished, or like more like regally kind of dressed.
More regally, I guess. Makes more sense.
Okay.
1 second here.
Are they coming in our direction?
Yes, they are. It's just they haven't reached you yet.
I'm gonna tap Maxwell on his shoulder and say, "Retoach, guide you."
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why you're using redodge so much.
It's from that spirit in Redodge's temple.
Oh, of course, very convenient. All right. So I presume you guys kind of like are prepared for them to approach your camp, but that's it.
Help.
Volan is just sort of standing there looking menacing.
Bernard's also standing in front.
Like, basically, for Volan, it's just like, they're not searching their shit. Unless, Alexandra says to let them by.
I mean, if they don't like approach us, I'm not gonna like draw their attention.
I mean, where did you guys make up your camp? That's what I want to know. Like, are you like all the way outskirts, or is it like you just made your way?
No, like outskirts. Yeah.
Okay.
Away from the shadow
Dragons.
users.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, your camp is pretty visible, basically.
Yeah.
All right. I will roll a D100 then. Okay. Okay.
Hard to miss. With the bear and
Yeah.
Bolan just
It's
standing
pretty hard
there.
to miss.
Menacing.
Yeah. So, about some time later, maybe like 5-10 minutes, the distinguished person that you saw, Volan, walks up front to you guys and says, "Inspection. I need you guys to, I need to be allowed to look and see if you have if you own any substance known as shadow powder."
Oh.
What is shadow powder?
not familiar with it?
I am not. We have been out of the city for a few weeks.
How
We
did
just got back last night.
He kind of looks intrigued, and he ponders himself for a second. He kind of looks around. He looks at the... Who's outside? That's what I want to know first. Before I say anything else.
Volan.
Bernard would be.
Bernard.
Maxwell's not.
I think Volan and Bernard are being like a wall,
And then
sort of like between them and everyone else.
Yeah, then Alexandra's behind you guys, basically.
Do these people that are questioning us, do I recognize them? Like, they have like insignias on them or anything saying, showing who they are?
So the guy that's talking right now to Volan,
Yeah.
You know this person, he's definitely wearing mage insignias. He's obviously seems to
Okay.
be a higher ranked
Yeah.
person, for sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you are familiar with them or you would know of them.
Yeah.
But it's obvious that they're higher ranked.
Yeah.
And
And they're with the mages. They're not like with the city guard or anything.
yeah, they're not with the city guard.
Mhm.
You would know that the city guard has been pulled from basically the gates, because before the mages rebelled, you would know that the mages worked with the city guard, but it was mainly mages that managed who came in and out.
Okay.
But now that you know that when the mages rebelled, the city guard was pulled to the noble districts. It was kind of just them now.
Okay. I say, can you explain to me what this shadow powder is?
It's a substance that is very illegal, at least deemed by us mages.
I see.
It
Is it why so many of the people here are acting strange?
Yes. It
Hmm.
does a lot of things, including curing mild and relatively easier sicknesses, such as the cold, flu. But it has quite an addictive taste to it, and those that usually take it once or twice are addicted and suffer withdrawal if they don't get it daily.
I see.
I mean, aside from that, it is quite literally a performance enhancer, and it's said, from what I've been told, that it allows people to be in a more euphoric state, heightened senses, increased strength and dexterity, stuff like that.
Where did it come from?
Well, if it wasn't obvious, shadow powder is originated from the Eye of Shadows, a criminal organization running rampant through Jorora right now.
I see.
The Cock, including us mages, have a pretty firm stance against it, but because of how divided all the factions are, we are not able to...
Is that why the gates are closed, to keep it out of the city?
Not necessarily.
Huh.
Since you've been out of the city, do you mind identifying yourself? It seems you are no commoner with this entourage.
It is true. I pull him to the side, kind of like basically where only he can like hear me.
Okay.
And I'll say I work for House Kingsman.
He kind of, when you
I'm
say
on a
House
very
Kingsman, he kind of just
Yeah.
looks at you with a straight face, and he says, "Go on."
We've been out on an important mission for them. We've just returned. Currently, I am disguised, as my identity is quite perilous right now.
He kind of looks back at your party and your entourage, I guess.
Volan's just
And I
glaring
say-
menacing.
And I say, if you can help us out, I can put in a good word with House Kingsman to bolster your forces with dealing with this shadow powder.
Give me a second. He looks at you, listens to what you're saying. He looks back at the party, or at least who's there. At least he looks back at you. And I want you to make a deception check for me here.
Deception. Wait, I didn't lie to him at all.
I know, but he is suspicious.
Okay.
Oh
He
my
don't fuck
god.
himself.
Alright, hold on, give me a second here. Okay.
Can, by chance, not that she necessarily needs it, but can me and Bernard give her advantage just by being, just going trying to like glare him off in a sense?
He's not intimidated, so no.
Can we make an intimidation?
No.
I'm not trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not trying to make this confrontation. Like I'm on his side in this. So
He says to you, and he's quite discreet about it because he does have the rest of his forces not
Yeah.
too far off.
Mhm.
House Kingsman, huh? You are aware, or are you aware that no one is being allowed in or out of the city?
yes, I know.
Well, let me roll something for him real quick. Let me just get my physical dice for this real quick. And done. All right. Okay. One more dice roll. D20. Okay. All right. The man says to you, I believe most of your story, but I think something is off. Are you sure you're not lying to me about anything here?
I am not. I have not lied to you.
Just for the hell of it, I don't know if it'll. I doubt it'll come up with anything, but Volan's is gonna use Divine Sense.
Divine sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you, I mean, obviously you know what you're looking for, but is there anything you're looking for in specific?
Perhaps like items of that nature, of them, or just seeing if any of them are not as they appear to be in one of the things it can classify under as celestial, fiend, or undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, so there's no celestial beings or fiends or undead within what you can sense, I think is the right word. You're not sensing any malice per se, but more it's more again like a neutral feeling what you're seeing. It's not like he has malice or any good with him. You obviously, I will say this is sort of out of line with divine sense, but you see he feels conflicted on what to do next here.
I pull up my papers that show who I am,
Papers.
and I hand them to him.
All right. Well, I don't know what the contents are there, so please enlighten me. What would be on there?
Oh, it just shows like my identity and like my lineage and stuff.
So are you showing Alexandra as your identity or the different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The true identity.
Alexandra. I see. I guess you were not lying, but I'm
From what
afraid.
I've heard-
Yeah, go ahead before I say anything
From what
else.
I've heard, my interests align with your faction and Aldara.
He then whispers to you. He makes it very discreet. You're Renan's party, correct?
Yes, we were.
Where? I take it he's.
He didn't make it.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to come in with us.
Of course.
I think Aldera was a good friend of Renan. I think that, on top of the current state of what's going on, I think a dialogue is needed.
It is.
Very needed. He turns around and he kind of, does the let's get a move on gesture. And
Before we go, do you mind if I change my clothes and my appearance?
Sure. Whatever you desire. Take your
Alright.
time. Just let us know when you're ready.
I go back into the tent and I like change my shift weave into like a cloak with like a hood, not like a black cloak like the eye, just like a gray cloak that will like cover my face and stuff.
Mhm.
And then I will change into a woman, but not Alexandra. Just like some nondescript other woman around the same age. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd be looking different from what the man saw you as then, correct?
yes.
Okay. All right, 1 second.
Yeah, because he would have seen me originally as the assassin guy.
Got it. Let me make a note real quick.
Before we leave, Bernard will go back in the tent for a minute. Say to Maxwell, "You have some place to hide that thing."
Yeah, I think I'll just throw it in the bag of holding. It should be fine, right?
Probably.
Okay. Just throw it in there. Come out of the tent.
So, the man comes back out, or approaches your tent. Well, assuming no one is blocking the entrance, he just kind of like says,
I mean, Boland's kind of in the.
Yeah, okay, he says, Volan, right?
Narrows his eyes but doesn't say anything. Still helmeted, obviously.
And he kind of looks, is Bernard out here as well?
Yeah, Bernard was just saying that to Maxwell and then going back outside. So he's out there, yeah.
Do you guys need assistance with your tent, or do you need extra time to take down your tent, or?
I
We'll
come
be
out
fine.
of the tent and I say, we could leave it here. If we need it, you can come get it.
Sure. Just make sure you take your valuables and such.
Of course.
Don't want anything to be stolen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not responsible for that one, at least. Alright, I presume you're all ready?
Yep.
And your cart? Will you leave that here, or do you want to take it in?
We don't need that either in the city.
Understood. I mean, well, it is we'd be bringing you to the Mages District. So it's quite a bit of a walk if you want to take it.
Oh,
We'll just escort you all.
if it won't be in the way, that'll
Sure.
be fine.
Alright.
I will walk alongside the cart until we get inside the city gates, though.
Sure.
Dibs on driving.
Okay. Animal handling check? I mean, just kidding. Vehicle check from you? I'm kidding. it's at a slow enough pace that you can probably figure it out. But you guys are escorted in through the gates for once. You see the common folk kind of be shocked that the gates are opened, and you guys are being let in. Who is?
Do I see the guy that let us in last time?
I was gonna say no. You see someone else.
Okay. Then I will not do anything.
I will mention whoever else is watching from the outside. You notice people try to make their way through the gates but are stopped. There seems to be some sort of invisible wall that gets placed as someone tries to walk in, aside from you guys and whoever else is escorting you. Aside from that, you guys make your way into the city of Drora for the first time in a while. You go through the initial residential district and make your way through the market district as well, and eventually you make your way to the mage district, which is greeted with a tower-like, but a tower-like building, but at the base it looks to be some sort of like regular guild hall. Nothing too fancy. It's marked in blue and white inscriptions, and other decorations that would fit that theme. Yeah. You guys are then brought out front to the entrance where the man is there, and he says, "Welcome to the Mage District. I should introduce myself, and I apologize for the late introduction, but my name is Maximilian Greystone, but you can just call me Max."
You know this guy? He looks at Maxwell.
I don't believe we've met.
Make an insight check for me, Maxwell.
I was just asking because they both have Max in their name.
I figured.
All right.
Oh.
You could tell that his demeanor seems to be the same as yours. His origin-wise.
What do you mean?
He grew up poor.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Said Greystone is his name.
Yes, Greystone. I'll put his name in the chat. Here you go. All right. But I will describe him now a little bit. You see this tall, muscular man in his early 30s. Short, cropped black hair with piercing green eyes. Has this rugged but weathered appearance. You see some scars despite being a mage across his face and arms. But he seems to be wearing pretty practical clothing for a mage. Very maneuverable clothing. And such like that. He says to Alexandra, it's nice to finally meet you. It is a shame, though, about Renan.
It is. I still have some hope that maybe he made it. But,
Aldara always said he was a tough bastard, so... Oh, and a rich one, too.
that is true. He got us out, at least.
I guess he fulfilled his mission. Or the mission, I guess. Well, I will have to ask you to just enter the Mage Guild Hall, and I will have to go notify Aldara that you guys are here. Try to be... He kind of looks around. It's kind of empty, the Mage District, other than mages walking by. Try to be discreet, but, you know, not...
The rest of the people in the group, I'm like, I don't know if these guys are good at discreet. But we'll try.
You know, it's the thought that counts. The rest of the cock don't know that you're here yet.
Yep.
So
I would like to keep it that way for as long as possible.
understandably so. I believe some of the other factions
Yes.
are waiting for something regarding you guys. So, or a lot of things, a lot of decisions are being waited upon because of you all.
Yep.
All right. Just make your way through the guild hall, and he'll just sort of escort you. And he says, "I'll go contact Aldara." Okay. So while he does that, is there anything you guys want to do or see while you're in the guild hall?
We should keep to ourselves, guys, and not draw attention.
Okay.
Someone's gonna go punch a mage.
Out of curiosity, Bernard's gonna see, aside from the water skin, if you can smell the, what was it called, the shadow powder.
It's non-existent in the guild hall or even outside.
Okay.
Or if it is, it's very, very faint. Like it's just like a whiff. That's it. Like it passed through the air.
Yeah, let's make sure.
But I mean, while you're in the guild hall, you do notice that there are a lot of younger people here, old as well. But some time passes. Use of magic present. But some time passes, and Max makes his way back to you all, and he says, "Sorry for the wait. Aldara is ready to see you."
All right.
And he says, "Just follow me. We'll go up the tower."
Okay.
And at the base of what seems to be an elevator, there is a teleportation circle. And what ends up happening, as he just says, "All right, I need all you to step in, and you will be teleported to her office."
Alrighty.
I will. Are any of you, by any chance, have?
Can I insight check him?
Sure. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
I want to just make sure that that's actually where we're gonna get teleported to. So.
Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, he's being honest. He's a very, very honest.
I just don't want to end up,
Well, you don't want to end.
teleported into the into the Naz's lair,
Why not? It sounds like a good time.
You don't want to get captured and kidnapped.
Not really. I'm good.
Boom.
Deal with them right now.
All right.
Nice campaign, guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. What? A dragon's breath just comes out of nowhere as you teleport? Oh man, that's crazy.
Thunder crackles.
Rocks fall or begin to fall. But yeah, so as you guys step onto, or unless any of you have any objections, do you guys step onto the teleportation circle?
I step on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nolan just has a generally, glaring demeanor, but follows Alexandra.
Okay.
Like he does not trust these people.
Sure. From that point, Max says, you might feel some teleportation sickness. That's completely normal. Just breathe, I guess. Try your best. Usually people that don't teleport much suffer from this. But I think you guys will be fine. I think you've handled much worse. And he just says, he kind of presses a button to the side. He says, "All right, I'll enjoy your time with Aldara." And he presses the button, and you begin to teleport.
Maxwell projectile vomits.
Like before the teleport even happens.
Afterwards, but
Yeah, so as you teleport, you are greeted with the sight of the top of the tower, looking straight out of a window, and that's when you see this beautiful view. All of you are pretty amazed, and then all of a sudden this vomit from Maxwell erupts from his stomach and makes its way to the glass panes.
I will cast prestidigitation to clean the vomit.
oh, thank you.
Yep.
Sorry about that, guys.
This
No
happens sometimes.
Hey, yeah, I get the spins after a teleport.
Right. Well, behind you, is obviously a pretty grand door, but you can figure that it is Aldara's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say,
Is it just us? Did no one came with us?
yeah, it's just you guys.
Okay.
I want you.
Let's go.
I want you guys to, before you make your way in, make an Arcana check for me.
Everyone,
Yep.
Everyone?
Everybody.
Oh, go.
I got this, guys. No problem. Boom. That's a 2.
Oh,
Chills.
oh, full one.
Chills.
Okay.
That's everybody. All right. So I will mention, you guys do notice there are, for a magic tower, there is a lot of magic surrounding you. I will say, since not all of you are quite proficient at magic yet, you do notice that there might be obviously fail safes present, just in case. Precautions.
Mhm.
Makes sense for a
Don't try to
leader.
kill her.
Yeah, don't try to kill her.
Try to kill her? I got it.
Do
got
not.
this.
Do that. Oh, okay.
Oh lordy lord.
Toss her out the window.
Okay. And I assume you step in.
Yep.
All right. And
No, we
that's
step out.
that's you step out. Sucks.
Walk through the window.
And this is where I'm gonna ask, how long do you guys want to keep playing for? I'm asking Kane specifically because he might have work.
Yeah, I do have work tomorrow. I can go for another maybe an hour at the most.
Okay, then we'll this is, I think, a good time to take a 10-minute, 15-minute break for now.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
we'll
Oh.
recuperate then.
Do we level up?
Do
What?
we
Good
level
question.
up?
Making sure. You never know.
You're not there yet. You're not there.
Okay, but we'll get
Walking
it.
it down.
The
Walking it
milestone was
down.
getting into the city, of course.
I mean, if anyone did it, if anyone deserved to level up, it's obviously just the person that actually got in.
They were late though, so.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Remember
recuperate.
what we did?
We'll recuperate in 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, everyone here? Ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
Dad present?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I want a present. What the fuck?
Yeah, no one asked.
True. Wait, Panamon. Panamon's back. Right here.
All here.
Yes, return.
I should mention one of the new modules I've added. If you look at your left, there should be a hand icon.
A hand.
If you ever want my
And on the
attention,
left.
you should just click it, and it should work.
Did it work?
You getting spammed? Are you getting spammed?
Apparently not.
The fuck?
Hold on, raise my hand.
Where is the hand supposed to show up when you click it?
Yeah, I clicked it.
It's only supposed to show for me, I believe. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
AJ, trying to get your attention.
Hold on. Try again. Okay, thank you. I see it. Jesus
Is it
Christ.
working?
Yeah, you
Is it working?
spammed it. Okay,
Work?
Sanctus and
Work?
Snorlax. Okay, guys, please. How many times did you just click it? Holy fuck! Oh my
No.
god.
It works.
Stop
The
clicking
entire-
it! This is like
The
100
entire-
already, bro.
Through your explanation of what it was, I was clicking.
Okay, holy shit. It literally filled my entire screen.
Problem?
Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'll make it so you can only click it once.
What the fuck?
Capitalism.
Like telling someone, don't touch this.
Ah,
What do you want, Kaden? Yes?
Just make sure it works.
Is that right? Okay. Ooh, let me get this other guy here real quick. I forgot.
Raise hand.
Alright. Everyone's here?
Hmm.
Alright, as
Maybe.
you
Sure.
step through the door, you see this massive office. Directly in front of you is this weird magic-like apparatus with some staircases on its left and right. There's also a little short staircase to your left and right, which brings you to a higher elevation, with tables and books all around you. It's like a mini library, but for Aldera. But in front of you, you see, as she turns around, this tall, slender woman, in her about her 30s, long, flowing red hair. You see her vibrant blue eyes, but this elegant and striking confidence surrounding her, and a little bit of an authority too, with this elaborate flowing robe. Her robe was adorned with her magical symbols on it. And he says to you all, welcome. It's
As Alexander enters the room, I'm gonna have her shift weave turn back into her like normal like noblewoman's dress that she wears, like
Sure.
the purple dress with red trim.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna have her appearance go back to her normal appearance.
of Alexandra, actually.
Yes.
Okay. And that's with her looking at you, or like before she looks at you?
Like while she's looking at me.
Okay. Yes, Panama?
It worked. Can I ask the emperor, in my mind, would she make a good replacement for you?
Do you want me to whisper you this, or do you want me to say to everyone?
You can just whisper it if you want.
Okay, I'll say it to everyone. Obviously,
Okay.
only you would know it, Panamon. But the Emperor, his spirit tells you she has the qualities of a leader, but she cannot appease to everyone.
Ask her why. Ask him why. Is it because she's a woman?
Yo!
I guess because she's a
We're
maid.
sexist here, guy.
The Emperor kind of face palms and he's like, not that. It's Jarori's history with magic. The people wouldn't accept it, or at least a lot of them wouldn't.
Ah,
Alright, but I'll swap.
not all factions would fall behind her and support her.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
I should provide vision in here.
Oh,
Hold on.
it's black and white.
Yeah, 1 second.
Was Ray Scale the moment land?
Okay.
And
Wow, she's so beautiful. She has no portrait.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't find one
Her
that's
beauty
appropriate.
cannot be contained.
Literally. Oh my god. But yeah, you see this weird magic apparatus behind her. It's moving as this happens.
Okay.
And she says, "Welcome. Ah, I see you have a shift weave. Very convenient."
Yes. It has come in quite handy.
Oh, I would imagine. It doesn't really get detected through our tools that we use, so quite handy.
Olin quickly glances towards like the magical thing, realizes he's not going to be able to make heads or tails of it, doesn't really want to either, and then just focuses its attention on the hot girl.
The hot girl. Yeah, she is quite elegant and striking. Yes, when you get a better look at her, for sure. She's very passionate. You can see it, and she has something like a very charismatic aura around her as well.
She didn't dump charisma.
I mean,
Oh my god, sorry, I'll be right back.
oof, that's rough. All right.
Or maybe she did and she found one of those books that set it to 19.
Yeah,
And that sounds very wizard-like, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he says, well, it's nice to finally meet Renan's party.
Did you know him?
Yes. He was actually something akin to a mentor.
See. Do you know what mission he sent us on?
As a faction leader, yes, I do. Almost every faction had a say in this, to an extent.
I see.
Me, myself, being the leader of the mages, no exception. Obviously, that room was not in the most comfortable state of mind, but
Mm-hmm.
it passed through, and Renan was sent out along with you all. Max told
Before
me.
Oh, go ahead.
Max told me stuff about Renan, but please go on. I want to hear it from you.
He took us to a temple in the desert. It was underneath the sand. Looked like an old abandoned city that was somehow pristinely preserved. He took us inside a temple to Radoge,
Radoge,
as my friends here kindly called him, the nerd god.
sounds about right.
Bolin like nods his head to the side, like that's where he is.
It does sound about
Yep.
right.
And while there, we did find the book that was being sought, that Renan was taking us there for. We have retrieved it. However, we were beset upon by a Rakshasa.
Her face and her mood changes when you say that he's a Rakshasa.
Ass.
Do you not know?
No, I know. It's just
The bear knows it well. Too well.
they shouldn't
Too
exist.
well.
they shouldn't exist. There's been
Well, I
no
can very much-
sightings or any mention of a Rakshasa in hundreds of years.
Well, I can very much assure you that they exist. We fought one and barely lived. Only by Renan's
be dead.
heroics and sacrifice were we able to escape.
It wasn't the Rakshasa, it was the other thing.
Well, yes, of course. The Rakshasa summoned the best I could describe, a large winged man that was glowing, and him and Renan had a fight for the ages in the sky. Renan transformed himself into a dragon, and they fought amongst the stars until they went so high we could not see them anymore.
I guess a huge shape change, huh?
I guess so.
Interesting. But a winged man. And she's gonna see, like, one moment. Let me refer to some books real quick. And she's gonna shuffle through some books. You know. Winged man,
Yep.
winged man. And she takes the book that she finds. And goes like, winged man.
He was like huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Do you know what? And this might be a long shot. Any of you know what an angel is?
Do I know what an
Can
angel
we
is?
make a check?
Do we know?
Or one of their names. You can make a religion check or history, up to you.
I am proficient in religion, believe it or not.
Oh.
But it's a 5.
Okay, Alexandra. You did. That noble school really worked in your favor.
Yeah.
Alexandra and Fulton.
All right.
Are you-
I
You're
will.
telling me that thing was an angel.
I will I will describe it, the angel, from your point of view, at least, what you would have learned.
Sure.
And it might be different from others, but
Okay.
from what you would know, angels are revered as good beings from
Mhm.
human standards.
Yes.
And that's you can go ahead and tell Aldera what you want to say then.
I say, are you saying that thing was an angel?
Yes.
That can't be. Everything I've learned about angels, they says that they're good, benevolent beings.
Well,
This one was the furthest thing from that.
these texts that I'm looking at are old, but they are true. And I will have to mention, whatever you learned in school is not exactly accurate. If there's one,
Angels are nice the same way the orcs ethically hunt animals.
you make a point, but at least from what you've learned, Alexandra, let's say the noble school system has been, and on top of that, the church's history has been altered in their favor.
You see,
How do we kill one?
I'm afraid
Does the book say anything on it?
most definitely not. Sorry, who are you again?
I am Folkman.
Right, Folkwin. I believe you were Renan's friend.
Yes.
You look a little bit different from the last time I think I saw you. Or heard of you, at least. Don't ex-
I've been growing.
growing. Got it.
Owen turns over, like, doesn't say it out loud, but basically in his head just goes, "How old is this guy?"
does he look taller than he was when we met him?
I mean, he can use alter self and do whatever he wants. But Aldara says, I'm afraid, unless, well, I'm confident Renan took out the angel, but there's really no way for us, at least at our level, to beat one at least.
Hmm.
What the texts say about those are... Angels are obviously very rare beings. When you were graciously blessed enough to meet one.
I don't feel blessed.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree in that case, but again, that is a sight to see. But a Rakshasa. If a Rakshasa is present, and were they after what's the book?
Yes, they wanted the book.
She kind of thinks.
Or I think more accurately, I think they wanted us to not have the book.
Then I suppose, and this is just a guess, a very strong guess. Something I think I'm correct about. The Rakshasa is in line with someone or something here in Jorora.
That brings me to my next point. I did ask a question of the book
You
when we
did?
first obtained it. Yes. Do you know how the book works?
I'm afraid only Renan was the one who knew about that. I've
All
heard
right,
of it, but I'm not. I don't know how it works.
I asked Folkwin for the book that's in the portable hole.
Oh, it's in my hole.
Yes, it's in your hole.
I take it out of my hole and give it to Alexandra.
I hand the book to Aldara.
And she
You
grabs it.
walk over.
And I also give her the instructions that Renan gave me
Conversation
about
that's
it.
happening 30 feet away.
Right, Renan had given me like instructions and stuff about it, right?
Yeah.
I will give her that as well.
And she looks at it and he says, oh, well, this is quite the book. Definitely. These runes. She kind of inspects it, and he says, could you understand these runes? Just curious, because I know what they say.
Um, I was able to understand them, right?
Yeah, but there was different runes from what's on the cover of the book, from what you read it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I can read the cover, right?
I don't think you did. I think when I made you roll for it.
Yeah, no.
It says this is. She kind of squints harder. Mordekainen's library. Quite. I think I've
Would I
heard
have heard
that.
of Mordenkainen before?
Probably not, unless you're magically inclined.
Mm,
And it says
no.
at the bottom
Fucking
here,
nerd.
Mordekainen, edited by Ridaj.
Oh.
Well, quite. Well, Mordekainen is quite the name in the multiverse. Interesting that Ridaj's temple had it. Anywho, I'll try to. Is there something you want me to ask of it? As I.
Well, I'm gonna tell her like basically what I asked it and what it showed me
Okay.
for the first question. So I asked the fool, who was fit to rule this land, and from what I understand, only the fool can only tell a lie.
Oh, it's here.
Isn't the
It's
fool
the
was,
fiend,
like,
the
was like a
fickle, and the
50-50?
friend. So
Sure.
the
Yeah,
So it was
I
the
asked the
fiend.
fiend. Yeah.
yeah, the fiend speaks only falsehoods. The fickle may either lie or tell the truth, and the friend speaks only the truth.
Then I asked the fiend who was fit to rule this land, and it showed me
I think it was
House Naz,
specifically
right?
if I think it was specifically they asked if like the Rakshas's master was fit to rule.
No,
I think
no,
there's something going on there.
no. So I made it. I like asked the Rakshasa. I made it sound like I was asking the Rakshasa who he thought was fit to rule the land, but I was actually asking the book,
Ah, I see.
Didn't it reveal the Rakshas's?
and it revealed like I think it was the leader of House Naz and like some shadowy figure behind them. That's what I saw.
I think I'll correct you because I actually do remember what I said.
Oh,
to you.
okay.
But it was a shadowy figure, but there was a more ominous, larger creature behind it. Sort of in its shadow, so to speak.
Ooh.
You mean like a third shadow behind the shadowy figure?
So there was a person there, obviously, but
Yeah.
it did not show their face. But behind that was a
Okay.
shadow of, instead of like a humanoid's shadow, it was a larger creature instead.
Okay.
So it was our lineup with Maxwell in front and Alexander and Fulcrum and Voland and Bernard right at the back.
Yeah. It showed me a shadowy figure and then some larger creature behind it. I assumed to be pulling the strings.
And you asked the fiend, correct?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Did you ask any of the others the same question?
I attempted to ask the fickle a question, but it rebuffed me and said that I could only ask it one question per day.
Wow, that's wow.
So there are now 2 more questions that can be asked.
I mean,
Let's
One of
ask
the
it
fickle,
now.
one of the friend.
the friend and the fickle, huh?
Yes.
So if the fiend only speaks in falsehoods,
Yes.
whatever that is, it's not the actual thing.
Well, yes, I asked it what would rule or what should rule, and it showed me something that shouldn't. Correct.
That sounds
That's
about
how I
right.
interpreted it.
Does sound about right. Well, I mean, I feel like it's only appropriate if you were to ask the questions.
Hmm.
I don't think. I don't think it's what Renard would want, at least, for me to do it. I think I'm too biased.
Before I
think.
ask it anything further, I think I would like to take it to Kingsman and I don't know, maybe the whole council, and see. Have it answer the questions in public where everyone can see. That was the point of this mission, right?
Yes, but I'm afraid now with the Naz family having a different approach and the other, the serpent dancers, I don't know. I think they'll want to twist it in their favor.
Where do you stand?
Well, I think it's obvious.
Owen points to her when Alexander says that. It
Oh.
doesn't say anything, but just points to her.
Oh, I mean, like figuratively, Valen.
Well, I mean, ultimately, my mission here is just to bring a better future for all the mages in Jorora. Ultimately, that's that. From what I can tell, and the talks I've had, and the conversations at the council, not everyone wants that.
What are your feelings on not just mages, but beings of magical nature?
She looks intrigued when you ask that question. Well, I believe all of us have a capacity for it, so I mean, or a capacity of having some magic in us. I don't think that they should be discriminated against either. I think that just grouping us all as one and assigning a narrative to us is not the way. It's been that way for many years, and look where we are now.
I agree. My family and
She says that, Owen starts looking around the room.
I agree, and the family that we are allied with shares that sentiment.
And I imagine that's Kingsman, correct?
It is.
Makes sense. They are probably the only goods left in this city.
Then can I say that we would be allied in trying to make sure that they end up on the throne?
Here's the thing. I believe the monarchy should be abolished. And not just the monarchy, but all of the aristocracy. I can't speak English.
Aristocracy.
Yeah, same thing. I just think that's...
I understand that belief. Much of the current aristocracy has abused their position and power.
And
It has always been the idea of myself and my family that the nobles should serve the people,
I
not
agree.
the people should serve the nobles.
I mean, how
And I
long?
think
How long has it been that you've been out of Jorora?
personally,
Oh, and during your time.
we were gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Within that 2 week, the city changed in just overnight.
I've heard.
Aside from House Kingsman, the rest of the nobles are stagnant, selfish, and irresponsible.
I'm aware. I don't like it any more than you do. But, as you said earlier about mages, you do not want an entire group of people lumped in together and condemned. Is that correct?
That's true, but
Should that not apply to the nobles as well?
you could
The
say
bad
that.
ones should be weeded out and the good allowed to continue
You could say that, but
and help.
But who's gonna keep the future nobles in check? I mean, just because we did the bad ones doesn't mean they'll not, I guess, grow back again. Sure.
This this country has been under a monarchy for how long?
A long time. Well before us.
The people here are accustomed to having an aristocracy to look up to.
That's true. But
What we need to ensure is that that aristocracy is worth looking up to.
And that's a valid approach, but I don't think the people of this, well, most people, the common people, have ever considered change. I know us, at least my faction and the mages, we desire change. Significant change. And just weeding out nobles doesn't seem...
What I can tell you is that the faster change happens, the more people will die.
I don't think anyone here
Sounds
likes
like you
death.
just want to replace them.
That's not true. I actually want us more just and...
You want to take out the people in power and then put your people in power.
I never said that, actually.
I don't think that's fair, Bolin. I don't think she does.
Sounds like it.
She wants to give more power to the people, which I agree.
And then those people will get more power, and then it'll be the same thing.
Obviously, it's very complicated, but I stand on my little... I guess you could say it's a little bit of an egoistic thing, but I believe my approach to it is obviously biased, but I think it's the correct approach.
I think your approach is, or your desired outcome is the idealistic outcome.
You could say that.
And in getting there, the bloodshed will leave this country in a state that is hardly recognizable.
I just think that...
The people that are left might rule, but they would rule over ashes.
Well, you gotta build on top of something. As sad as it is. But I will just say, your approach to, you know, keeping the nobles alive, stuff like that, I think a lot of people will agree with you. And I'm obviously a minority. The faction that's a minority is just...
I'm not saying your end goal is incorrect. I'm just saying it needs to happen gradually.
Sure. But people, well, not people, but I'm not going to say any names, but other factions are looking to exploit that gradual
Then we
process.
put someone in power that won't let them.
I do believe we should have a neutral party to keep us in check, all of us. The Emperor sort of did that, but
Mm-hmm.
he kind of decided to die on a whim and not leave anyone behind, so now we're here.
Okay. Okay, yeah. When asked
Damn, he earned that.
emperor. Was that why you didn't name a successor? You don't want the aristocracy to rule after you?
All right.
Just in my mind,
Yeah.
with the emperor. Yeah.
Glenn is gonna say, Well, what you said isn't exactly true. I do have a son, but he's somewhere else. I want him out of politics.
Kind of, Bokwin kind of almost chokes on that. You have a son?
Wait, Glenn's not a virgin?
News to us.
Glenn is gonna
Shocking.
say to you, Panamon, in your head, yeah, before
Did someone say that part of you have a son out aloud? Or just still in his head? Sorry.
It's still in his head. Just choked unconsciously, uncontrollably. Yeah. So what was he saying, Glenn?
he says, say I had a few. Well, I had one. There was one time where I slept with someone, and I most definitely, well, we could say my genetics are a little strong.
Got laid once.
I didn't
Oh, no.
exactly leave no legacy behind, but it's a secret.
And you don't think your son should rule now that you're gone?
I think it's better to see how the people and the rest of the factions figure it out. I don't think I didn't have the power or the capacity to make any meaningful change. Maybe they will.
You suck at succession planning, Glenn.
Shut up, man. I don't want to hear it from you. Alright.
Okay, Falkwind pays attention again to the two women.
Yep. Wow. I forgot. I said this to Jared, but this campaign has a lot of powerful women. Just saying. Very, very. But what were we talking about again?
So these, just a side note, these are fucked up Roman numerals.
Who asked? Who asked? Well, regardless, I think Aldera says I think our little chat was good here. Gives me some insight on you and the Kingsmen's approach. I think you represent them quite well in terms of attitude and what you guys want. And we align ourselves very similarly. Even though I do prioritize my mages and the people of magic and magical beings to some extent.
They do need a representative.
Yeah, I think we should be looking out for all the people, not just mages like myself.
I agree.
Nobles.
And perhaps a representative government is the way to go. Someone
Maybe.
to represent each group of people, including the common people.
I think that would be a good choice if that were to ever happen. Hopefully.
I don't think that House Kingsman is opposed to that sort of idea.
Considering they're for the people, it would make sense.
And I think that were they to be put into power, they would do... I would say they would be the most likely to do what it takes to bring that sort of change about peacefully.
Right.
Is Aldera human?
Yes, she's human.
Falkwind asks, when you say people, you mean all races, right? Bears
He looks at Bernard. I mean,
and all.
I'm human, so I'm talking human perspective. You know what I mean? We're mainly a human city. I don't discriminate against other races by any means. Like she's gonna ask Bernard, are you a resident of Drora?
What do you think?
I'll take that as a no. So I mean, I can't really speak for him. You know what I mean? I don't know any bear
And
mages at least. So
what are the
Emperor
things?
Glenn ruled an empire, not just a city, right?
Sorry, back home, were there any bear mages? There wouldn't be, right?
there would be more akin to like druids, if anything.
Mystic kind.
Yeah.
Not. Bernard will speak up when she mentions bear mages. Not the type of spellcraft you're used to, no.
Something more in tune with nature, right? Would make sense.
Yeah. Bernard has been kind of bored this whole conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just throwing shit in to see if something happens.
Oh no.
Oh, at this point, Aldear kind of recognizes it, and he says, "Oh, well, if you guys want to take a seat, go ahead." Not much stuff here, though. And to answer
What are
your
your thoughts
question,
about the
go ahead.
the eyes? Or whatever they're called.
Ah, the organization, the Eye of Shadows. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think highly of them, for sure. They've, at least, I know House Kingsman, the church, and us are taking a stance towards them, all in a different way. We're taking a more direct approach, trying to rid of them in a sense, or imprison them. Every time we've captured one, though, they always seem to die by the time they're in a jail cell.
So no objections if they all die, right? So I'm trying to get at here.
I mean, people can change,
Question.
but they're usually a little bit more far off, twisted.
The
I
ones
would
at the
say.
top, I think, are unsalvageable.
I think I would have to agree too. Not that we know much
People
about them.
change.
I may be
You go
able
from
to
alive
assist
to
with
dead.
that.
Oh,
How much we know about them.
I see.
I have been to speak with their leader, or one of them anyway.
Hmm.
There was a group of assassins sent to kill me.
Ah,
I have impersonated the leader of that assassin group. They believe that I am dead.
then it must keep you guys a secret then, for sure.
Yes.
Well, that's gonna be hard. The Eye of Shadows have informants everywhere, and so
If they find out I'm alive, they will send more for me. But as long as they think I'm dead, I can continue using that persona. I can continue to infiltrate them and find out more.
And how do you exactly do you do this through magical means? I didn't take you as a mage, per se.
You remember earlier when I asked about magical beings?
You kind of her face changes for sure. He says, "Ah, I think I'm understanding a little bit more now. I didn't expect that."
Sometimes she's a man. Strange.
Never a bear though.
Well, that's her choice ultimately, I suppose.
I tell her, yes. I am trusting you with a lot here.
I mean, I think I only
You
have
could,
things to lose if I were to
You
break
could
your
ruin
trust.
myself, my family. You could have us all killed with the knowledge that you now have.
Worry not, I will keep this information secret to the day I die, unless I'm not physically able to, or
This is why
willingly.
I work with House Kingsman.
I see.
They have, they're sympathetic to my kind.
I understand.
And if they were in power, they would make life for Fae everywhere much easier.
Mhm.
They would take us from being outcasts to being welcomed in society. And that is all I truly want.
I see. Well, I'll keep your secret safe and tight. At least just for me and everyone here. I don't think... Well, you've met Max. He's my second in command. Maybe he'll be entrusted with that information at some point, but I don't think the time's now. I do think he would be understanding, though. I've known him a long time.
He seems like a good man.
Despite how he looks and all that ruggedness, he's quite the kind heart. He looks out, or he tries to look out for the kids, the younger ones. Well, I suppose I think it's time that I think at least a quote-unquote informal alliance should be made until you go back to House Kingsman and tell them of what's going on, and then you get back to me, we can get something more official.
I think for the time being, we set the issue of the succession aside, and the mages, House Kingsman, and the priests can work together to try to rid the city of the shadows, or the Eye of Shadows.
Yes, I think the people come first for now. Hopefully we can keep the party's arrival secrets somewhat. Fortunately, here we, the mages, have access to basically all the magical tools in the city. Maybe some select noble families have it, and maybe the Eye of Shadows have some too, but we have quite the assortment of things that could be used to aid you all.
Oh,
And I will go ahead and tell her everything I learned about the Eye of Shadows.
Okay.
Like where their lair, or I guess their tavern is, and then the guy that was the boss that I talked to. Tell her about him. I'll tell her about the eye that I noticed.
Got it. She's gonna ask you in regards to that eye. Do you know anything else regarding that eye, or anything that might give a feeling of?
What does my character know about beholders?
You know, I'll leave it up to
I
the
know
dice.
that was in. I know it was in Renan's book. Like he had mentioned it, but I don't know if my character would know what a beholder is.
Okay, how about let's do an intelligence check, and we'll leave the dice to determine if you know or not. So I'm praying for you.
Intelligence.
11. And then on top of the fact that it was mentioned in Renan's book, I think it's fair to say you probably know what they are and what they look like.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell her that I was reading through Renan's notes that he left me, and he had mentioned that he thinks a beholder might be in charge of the Eye of Shadows, and that I might have something to do with it.
She's gonna be like, wait, you have Renan's notes? Huh.
I pulled them out of my pack. They're
Well,
here.
I guess they're yours.
I will share them with you.
Well, you don't have to. I think
This
Renan left them with you for a reason, and I think it's appropriate that you use them to your disposal.
All right. I think our alliance. I don't think there's anything in here that you shouldn't know.
Right.
Oh,
But
of all the tools in this mage building, is there anything that can help us against beholders?
I'm afraid not really. I don't know if you know this, but beholders have the ability to have anti-magic, and any of the tools we would use would be rendered useless while within its sight, I believe. I think that's the correct way to say it. I mean, obviously, if you can get an angle without it seeing you, then it's possible, but for the most part, no.
How about mirrors? Would you happen to have some mirrors?
I don't think mirrors work the way you intend it.
Because beholders go by sight.
Yes, but it's not always just about sight.
Okay.
Well, I suppose I think I can give you a little bit of a supply drop now. How do you say? Or what do you say?
Whatever will help us.
Alrighty. Well, and that's where I want you guys to roll D100s for me.
All right.
Okay.
I imagine she's just reaching into a bag of holding and just like
No, man.
She's kind of
whatever she
just
pulls out,
yeah.
take
She's
it.
I mean, she's kind of
Oh!
6. Oh boy. She's kind of reaching.
Oh!
What the hell?
Damn.
Come on, guys, chill out.
Okay.
Nice inspiration reroll. Thoughts? Thoughts?
Give me a second. Okay, let's see here. What is an appropriate? I think this is pretty appropriate for me to roll on here. On this one. Okay. 96 and 97. Okay. I'll start with those first. Which one is this? Table 3. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is fucked. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this straight. Okay. Alexandra and Volan, I want you to roll another D100 for me. You got to pick out of probably the best magic item table with your rolls. So. We'll see.
All right, come on, Volan. Okay, that's pretty good.
61.
61. Okay. These are what I'm going to be giving you are mainly homebrew and new items I'll be adding to the list. But I will give you images or descriptions.
Exploding armor, exploding armor.
You can't even. Wait, can you even wear it? I think you can. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not proficient, but
Well, it doesn't. If you're not proficient in armor, it's kind of a hindrance. So. All right. So
yeah, but I could blow myself up. So.
That's true. That is true. All right. Let me write this down.
I feel like, Predator's like last like explosion thing. Just like when you're already dying, just like fuck it.
All right. So. I spelled that wrong. And. Oh, that's what it is. All right. All right. So, which one was that? Who rolled the 61? Volan?
E.
Okay.
Let's go.
So this is what you are going to be getting. Wow.
Oh boy.
Probably not the best, but I think it might be useful.
Fuck.
Most definitely useful.
Okay.
Not the best.
Actually, hold on. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Useless.
A 97 is not the best.
97 plus a 61.
Oh shit. Wait.
Oh, that's the best.
Did I?
I'm the best.
Oh.
It's a rod that says when you can expend a charge to kill target beholder.
Okay. I looked at the wrong table. Okay, hold up. Table 11, not 3.
Oh, there you go.
That's way less cool.
Hey.
So you got 61, right?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Suspense from the music, man.
All right. So she pulls out of a bag this ceramic jar.
Jar. Or Poland.
Oh my god. Oh. Wait, roll a 1d4 for me, please. Jared,
Me?
this is for you. Okay, you get
1.
2. That's a +1. 1 + 1. So she takes out a ceramic jar, and inside it is 2 doses of what this seems to be this thick mixture in this muddy reek. And it's about half a pound, and he says, okay, this is what we call holy verdant bat droppings. It might look a little suspicious, but this is what it can do for you. All right. You get, as an action, you can use one of these drop doses. So you have 2 to do one of the following effects. You can be swallowed or applied to the skin, however you like. Look, it's not that bad, okay? But here's the 3 effects that it can do. You can cure yourself of paralysis or petrification. You reduce
How would I
exhaustion.
do that if I'm already paralyzed or petrified?
Somebody else can rub
Someone
it on you,
else,
it's
someone
fine.
else, you know. The second effect you can choose is reduce exhaustion level by 1. And lastly, you can regain 50 hit points.
Jeez.
Yeah, you rolled very well, so good job.
But I starts laughing. You got bat shit.
You lost an arm wrestle to a 90-pound man.
You got bat shit.
You fucked a cat.
You fucked an halfling.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What? Reveals happening all over.
Alright, well, it's not a completed item yet. I'll put it in. I'll complete it in my spare time, probably after this, but I'll put it in your inventory. It is a wondrous item, and it's rare, what you just got.
Does
Okay.
it smell like bat shit? Like it stinks?
So
Wow.
Aldara
like a yes.
says when you take it out, one of the doses, it turns into a green glowing paste. So I mean, I don't know. I've never done it myself.
I can make it taste like whatever you want. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
Why would I eat it if I don't have to?
Hmm.
I mean, maybe you want to.
I don't.
Oh.
Oh.
I could make it spicy. I could make it fight.
Consider it.
Oh wow. Oh well. You have a way with words, Alexandra. For
Yeah.
sure. All right, Alexandra. For you, you got a 20. Oh. This is. I've never seen this one before. Oh, are you, by any chance, proficient with shields?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, then roll another D100. I'll give you something else.
Oh,
60, okay.
do I get bad shit too?
Looks like it. Roll a
Oh, so if we all
d4.
get batshit.
No, you get
then,
something
you
different.
know,
So it's this might be more fitting for you. Wow, this actually might be very fitting for you.
Okay.
She pulls out this perfume, and he says, "It's." She describes it as a woodsy and slightly musky scent. It's very pungent. As an action, you can spray or splash the contents of this vial on yourself or another creature within 5 feet of you. For 1 minute, the perfumed creature attracts nearby humanoids and beasts. Each humanoid within 60 and beast within 60 feet of the perfumed creature that can smell the perfume must succeed on DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be charmed by the perfumed creature. And then, until the perfume fades or is washed with at least 1 gallon of water, yeah, that's one. And then while the creature is charmed, it is incapacitated, and if the creature is more than 5 feet away from the perfumed creature, it must move on its turn toward the perfumed creature by the most direct route, trying to get within 5 feet, not provoking. Doesn't avoid opportunity attacks, but before moving into damaging terrain such as lava. Yada yada
Okay.
yada.
Is it one-time use or?
Yes, it is unfortunately a one-time use since it is a potion.
Okay.
Might be
And it
useful.
only works on beasts.
Humanoids or beasts.
Humanoids or beasts. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's called luring
Yeah.
perfume.
Did you put it in my inventory?
I will put it there in a second.
What is that?
It's perfume.
What is that?
It makes me smell good
Why?
to attract things.
Shakes his hands. Fuck.
Are you not attracted to things that smell good?
Why would that matter?
Okay, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, well, for fuck's sake, I keep copy pasting the wrong thing.
I just want to use it on Volan. Just
Have everything
see?
attracted to Volan?
No. I want to use it to make him attracted.
Oh,
So he
okay.
understands what it's like to be attracted to something that smells good.
Okay.
Use it when you're close to him when you do.
It's in your consumables. I'll fucking fix the fucking how the Texas worked, but whatever. It's there.
Okay.
All right. Next up. Who's next? Who's the second highest? Panamon.
85.
85. Okay. 85.
Vorpal. That's the Vorpal range. 80 to 90.
The Vorpal.
Vorpal pencil.
I need you to roll me a. Actually, no, you're fine. Roll me another D100, please.
Another D100. There you go.
30.
No, a happy DM is not always a good thing.
What do you mean? Ask Kane.
True.
Why is it not showing up? Okay, well, you know what?
I just realized something.
What's that?
Yeah, it's really it'll end up coming up at some point, probably. So it's fine.
Okay, I guess I'll have to give you this one. It is what it is, I guess. Alright. Out of her giant bag of holding, she pulls out a piece of bacon, and he says, Panamon? Or not Panamon. Voquin. This is for you. It is
Wait,
cut...
you know Panamon?
Good guy, I got him.
Oh, wow. This is cut from a giant boar, and the bacon bears its, bears.
What?
Bears the beast's ferocity. Look, not an actual bear, okay? It's a figure of speech.
Did
When
you
you-
find it a few hours south from here
What?
2 weeks ago?
No, I haven't left the city.
They killed a giant boar 2 weeks ago.
Oh, got it. It's probably rotten by now, though, I'll be honest.
So I was wondering if that was the same one.
But when you consume this dire bacon, you have advantage on strength athletic checks for the next 8 hours. In addition, if you take 10 damage or less, that would reduce you to 0 HP. You are reduced to 1 HP instead. And it can only happen once while the food is, or the food duration is active.
10 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
Yep. All right, next up. Oh boy. Who's next? Who rolled next? I think it was Kelso.
Yeah, I got a 60.
Maxwell.
60.
Maxwell.
His name is Maxwell.
Nice.
Sorry.
60? Alright, roll another D100 for me, please.
Okay.
Oh shit, 98.
98?
98.
Yeah,
Ooh.
big numbers.
Chills.
Cheers.
Venomous mass.
That's like more of the powder, I think. 98.
Okay.
More shadow powder.
I wonder how you would use this. Alright. Flip a coin for me, please.
Oh, yeah. Oh, where is it?
Can you wear armor, by the way?
I wear medium. Light and medium, I believe.
The
Right.
Scale mail is heavy, right?
Yes,
Scum
it is.
I thought Scum was medium.
Oh,
I tripping?
that scale is heavy, but I could be wrong.
I'll just look it up.
It's medium armor.
There you go.
Wow.
Cheers.
Okay. Unfortunately, you got number one, so maybe another time in another life.
Another life.
Okay, so what she pulls out are some bracers, and he says, and they look like a bull's head, and he says, "Oh, these guys. Basically,
Oh, I know what these are.
if you, well, these are homebrew ones, but it's different actually.
Oh, there. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but they're basically bull versions of it. So these are auric bracers. It has the image of a bull's head on them. Your strength score is set to 19 while you wear it. In addition, you have it when you use the attack action to shove a creature, you have advantage on the strength athletics check.
Yo, Max, fucking lifting, bro.
Mhm.
Pumping.
Awesome.
Little guy always needs some help, right?
Gotta
He's
be
so
able to
strong.
handle myself.
All right. And I'll give these to you.
Does it require attunement?
Yes, it does, unfortunately. But he's an artificer, so who
Fucks.
cares? Honestly.
That's true.
All right, it's in your inventory. And then lastly, our favorite bear. I think it's the only bear that well, that's actually not true. 27. Okay, roll another D100 for me, Mr. Caden.
Oh, baby.
86.
86. 86.
Not bad.
Great sword, great sword, great sword.
What do you want a great sword, man?
Why wouldn't you want a great?
Great accent.
I want an average sword.
You want
They
an
don't.
average sword?
Yeah, I don't need it to be great. Average. is
Yeah,
fine.
it's about how you use it, not about the size. I agree.
Sure. Hold on. I think this. Oh wow!
Oh,
I think this
Oh,
might
wow,
be
so-
very good for you.
Chills.
Oh yeah, this is probably very good for you.
Very good, eh?
Very good.
Oh
Haha.
my God. All right. What she pulls out is a pretty heavy piece of plate armor. Oh, and you can see it's a plate armor that is decorated with bears on it, or other symbols that usually mean bravery or courage. And it says, "Oh, this is a commander's plate." So basically, when you wear this armor, your voice can be heard by all friendly creatures within 300 feet of you if you so choose. Your voice doesn't carry areas where sound is prevented, such as the silence spell. And each friendly creature that can see or hear you has advantage on saving throws against being frightened. You can use a bonus action to rally a friendly creature that can see or hear you. The target gains a +1 bonus to your attack or damage rolls on its next turn. Once you have rallied a creature, you can't rally that creature again until it finishes a long rest.
You have some good
nice.
taste. And he will immediately put on the armor.
Is that gonna take you
Is it
20
fair
minutes? By the way?
sized?
Yeah,
Look
it's
in the,
it's
look
20
in the
minutes.
Soural chat.
Sorrel chat.
So I'll check.
What's in the Sorrel chat?
Yeah, plot for power.
Yes, that's basically where it is from.
There we go.
Commander's plate.
Well, only Magic of the Gathering players would know.
So Bernard's wearing plate armor now. Oh, baby.
That's the biggest bonus right there, is the fact
Yeah.
you're going up in AC as well.
Definitely won't not be seen. Definitely. All right, and I'll give that to you, Bernard.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, now I want one of you to select amongst yourselves.
Hmm?
One of you
For
pick.
what?
One of you pick between all of you all.
Pick what?
Just pick.
Pick a number. Pick a
No,
person.
just pick a person between you all.
Oh.
Oh. I picked the guy with the commander's plate.
Yeah, I'll pick kid.
I'll pick myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
by the way, DM doesn't do the calculation properly.
Yeah. It's probably
Leave
because
it for now.
it's because you have. I think it's because you have the cloak of protection on, or you have your splint. There-
So, yeah, but it's 12.
Okay, hold on.
We can just do it this later if you
Yeah,
want.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
Anywho, so is it gonna be Caden?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
paranoid.
guess so.
All right, Caden, roll another D100.
Oh,
Great sword. Great sword.
no!
All right,
It's okay. That's the great sword number.
True.
roll a D4 for me.
007.
4 great swords.
God.
All right, three great swords.
3.
One for each of us. Paranoid, I can't do math.
What the?
You take that much damage.
Rings fall, you die. Sorry, buddy.
That's my new level. I level up that many times.
That's your new level.
Hold on. Okay, 35. Oh, 272s?
I think so, yeah. Math adds up.
It seems that. Okay. Table 20.
Chills.
And I'll pick between one of these. 72
No, what do you know?
and 35. I think I regret this already. Okay, it's not a great sword, but I think you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to be okay with it, no matter what you say.
Okay, what is it?
Why do I do this to myself?
I don't know.
Good question. Honestly.
Hold on, let me double check.
Dude, Paranoid's got the biggest buff ever.
Yeah, I think he just did.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's not that bad. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I'm kind of worried. Hold
That's-
on.
Let's get on with the show. Let's go.
Wait, what is it?
I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna be end of once I give you this thing. Okay, hold on. I have to find this item. I'll use my Control F. Where is it? All right. It's not that bad. It's a short sword. Do you want it? Yes or no?
It's a short sword?
Yep. It's
So it's a
Nah.
knife.
yep. It's a knife for you. Wow, that's crazy.
It's not the size that matters, Bernard.
Oh my god.
Okay, so if I choose no, what happens?
You get a lesser version of a great sword then.
What to make a lesser version?
All right.
So I'm confused. You mean like a?
All right. Fuck
It's
it.
like broken.
Okay, here. This is what you get.
Busted
I'm gonna give you
sword.
this.
Okay.
So she takes out this thin, curved great sword, curved blade with a bell guard shaped like a curled golden leaf. It's a +1 magic weapon. But when you hit an aberration or undead creature with it, that target takes an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's
Ooh,
type.
Beholders are aberrations.
You can
Pretty
also, this sword allows you to use an action to cast the spell Bark Skin on yourself for 1 hour, requiring no concentration. It's
good. God,
called a
that's so good for a barbarian.
leaf-bladed sword. It's gonna be a great sword.
Wait,
for
so
you.
is Bioskin like? It's up to 16, right? That's what it was.
What?
Bark
Yeah,
skin
it's
sets your
16.
base AC to 16. Yeah.
Probably not better than whatever you have right now, right?
Well, not the plate.
Wait, does that work with plate armor?
Oh wait, can you even wear armor as barbarian?
He's not a barbarian. He's a fighter.
fighter.
He's a
Oh,
fighter.
he's a fighter. That's right. Oh, it does not work with the plate. The bark skin doesn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other things that thing does is still really good. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's that or a short of sharpness. Which one?
Just, I
you
don't
just
know what
like
it
because
is.
it does more
Yeah.
damage to aberrations.
I'm doing a great sword either way with on sword that was.
Yeah, great sword. It's a great sword. Alrighty, great sword it is. It is a martial. Great sword. All right, I'll edit it all later, but that's what you got.
Are these all attuned items, by the way?
The leaf-bladed sword is an attuned item, yes.
Is this armor as well?
I do not believe Commander's Plate is a attunement item, but let me double check.
Very nice. Popping off.
By the way, there's an entire armor set for the Commander's thing. Commander's Plate does not require attunement.
Oh, that's
There we
really
go.
good.
All right.
I gotta find a picture of a barbarian plate I'm in now.
Hmm.
All right, this is what it looks like, by the way. Let me copy.
It's a banger.
I mean, obviously, it's supposed to have a bear on it, but close enough.
A smiling lion will do.
That's hype.
All right. Well, as Aldera gives you all of this little supply drop, he says, "Well, it was nice to meet you all. Sad that Renan is no longer here with us. I think, but I think you will do fine without him."
Sure, we'll figure it out.
I'll assist you in trying to keep your arrival a secret, but keep everything you have there close. Don't try to lose it. Hopefully.
Is there any way you can get us to my family's estate without being seen?
I think we can get something arranged. Yeah, I'll let Max know. Tell him I told him,
All right.
and we can arrange some carriage or something, a transport.
All right.
Maybe in the future, maybe we can set up a permanent teleportation circle or something. But
That would be wonderful.
we'll see. All right. I wish you all good luck, and you know how to contact me. Just let Max know or come to the tower.
All right.
If you mention you're here to see me, maybe don't say your name, but like maybe say Bernard's here to see me. That'll probably
Okay.
give me the idea.
Yeah. Bernard's got to see you.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. I wish you all luck. Back to my
All right.
studying.
Yep.
Thank you. See ya.
Yeah.
Should get a table. It's kind of awkward just standing in a giant open area talking.
There's like 10
30 feet
tables
away.
in this room.
But not one central.
Oh.
Having a conversation from 30 feet away is all.
Well, I mean, in reality, this only took like 5-10 minutes. You can stand. Anywho, Aldera kind of waves goodbye at you, and she kind of, you find yourself right on top of the teleportation circle, and it activates.
Okay.
And you're sent back down.
Hmm.
And so
All right.
you are at the base of the guild hall, and that's where we'll end today's session.
And we level up.
No.
What do you mean no?
No, you do not.
Dude, I got some good items.
Yeah, you did. You basically leveled up.
Yeah, that's when you effectively leveled up. Yes. But yeah.
Probably better than leveled up.